morning, everyone. Welcome to this Monday morning again. Monday morning with Moloy. Thank you so much for all the support that we have got. And to tell you what, today morning I received a message from my marketing partners. I don't call them marketing agencies anymore. They're my marketing partners and Modular Studios. And Tripta, who's the founder and who's been managing my entire marketing over the past many months, she said, "Sir, this is your 15th episode." Amazing, 15 episodes. Facebook Live, consistent, month on month. And like any marketing agency or any marketing guru or any marketing partner would tell you, life is all about consistency. And I'm so grateful to all those people who have been watching this regularly. So grateful to people who have been responding to us and be engaging in conversations with them. Because it is you business owners who watch this program, Facebook Live, 15-20 minutes every Monday morning, who will help us fulfill our vision of touching the lives of 500 entrepreneurs in 2022. Thank you so much. We are on the verge of the closure of FY 21-22. We are on the verge of something very exciting. We are on the verge of something that can make FY 22 the best year of our entrepreneurial journeys. Yes, there are things like the Ukraine war, the Russia-Ukraine war, the oil crisis, the corona that is coming through again, the fourth wave in China and Singapore. We have two choices. Either we worry about them or we focus on what we can do. And on that note, we started a series called Business Excellence. We did it last Monday, the first session, and today is the second session of Business Excellence. We got a huge feedback on Business Excellence 1 from a lot of people, and this is obviously available on the YouTubes, but if anybody of you want a recording of that, please send in a message on this chat box, or you can directly WhatsApp me at 98191222170. I repeat, 98191222170, and I will share you a copy of the Business Excellence 1 that we did last Monday. It's a 15-20 minutes Facebook Live, but gives you a lot of insights. But something again interesting happened as an outcome of that Business Excellence session 1. At least 6 business owners, if I recall the numbers right, reached out to me and had one very similar question. The thread was very similar. They asked me, "Sir, what is it that differentiates between a successful and not so successful entrepreneur?" And this subject is very close to my heart, and hence I said, why not talk about that subject in our Business Excellence Session 2. And that subject, ladies and gentlemen, is mindset for success. If you don't have money, if you're 40 and you don't have money, welcome to the club, because there's a huge such club around. And I know you might be feeling that I'm joking around, but no. Most of the successful self-made entrepreneurs were broke at the age of 40. Warren Buffett, in fact, went out and said that he made most of his money after the age of 60. So it is not time that matters. It is that mindset that matters, that do I want to be in that club of successful people? And the universal law for success is the law of cause and effect. That's universal to all of us. Everything that happens to us happens for a reason. If something is happening to us today, maybe because of the financial crisis of COVID, because of health reasons, or because of anything, we can always trace backwards and find that reason. There's always a reason for why things are happening to us and why things are not happening to us. If your sales is not up to the mark, then probably there is a challenge of not having worked on sales funnels. If people don't know too much about you, then there's probably a challenge of your visibility and your marketing. If you do not have too much cash today, after having been in business for a long time, then probably we have not been a financial judicious organization. A more profound reason for everything is that we didn't plan. And very surprisingly, when I do my seminars or when I do my one-to-one coachings, I realize that most of us do not have either a business plan or a life plan. None of us want to know, or none of us know where we want to go in 3 years from now or 5 years from now. Ladies and gentlemen, success is not an accident. Failure is not an accident. To be true, to be honest, to all of you, nature really doesn't care. Nature is very neutral. Nature is like the justice which is blind. Nature doesn't care if you're short or tall. Nature doesn't care whether you're dark or fair. Nature doesn't care whether you're thin or fat. Nature doesn't care whether you're a man or a woman. Nature only cares whether you're doing it right. Are you following the recipe for success? And as long as you follow that recipe for success, success will be yours. And that is the profound statement that I want you all to understand today. That there is no ways you can be a failure if you follow the pathway for success. The only difference could be timing. Somebody could become a VP at the age of 25. Somebody could become a VP at the age of 60. But we are not in a race, right? We're not racing with anybody. The only person I'm racing is with me. But for that, we need to distinguish between the words wish and desire. While most people struggle to live, some people seem to have everything. Everything seems to work out for them. Whatever they do, they turn into gold. We call them the people with the Midas touch. Many of us wish we have more money to pay our bills, and we wish a better life. But for us to really have that money and that better life, today, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to change a couple of words. And this change is on I want to must change into I will. I want to become the Prime Minister of the country is just a dream. I will become XYZ is a real ambition. True ambition is true desire. The moment you change the word I want to I will, you will see all the roadblocks disappearing. You will see the biggest people standing aside and giving you the path. That I will is very important. Because the more you talk to yourself about that I will, the more success will come to you. It is that small voice that tells us every single day that if I have a meeting tomorrow, I need to complete the preparation today. I will complete the preparation today if I want to do well tomorrow. If I need a better life tomorrow, I should work on it from today, because a better life will not come automatically. I will have to work on it. Ambition, ladies and gentlemen, is that minute by minute, day by day, moment by moment mentality. We have to live with it every single moment. If leading a successful life was easy, most people in this world would be successful. But just by being ambitious and I want to become so and so, we will continue to remain broke till you convert that I want to I will. So the first step that you need to do today as you work toward 22-23 is to have that dream big. Many of us fail to dream big because dreams are the projections of the life that we want to have. Because when that want is missing, the I will be missing. So the first thing is to have that I want, that dreams. Dreams can drive you. When we allow the dreams to pull us, they unleash that ultimate power, ultimate creative force that can overcome everything. The future should be as vivid as possible. For many of us, sit back today or during the course of this week and spend 1 hour and visualize how your 31st March 2023 would look like. It has to be vivid. You should develop the ability to see the future finished in advance. And then you should be able to push yourself through those uncomfortable places. Life is not a bed of roses. Life is a bed of thorns. And I was telling this to somebody out there. The biggest fools are those who think they can become entrepreneurs because we have that mindset that we can achieve everything. But that is where the ultimate game comes in, that we need to move through this path of thorns, because life is going to give us those challenges when everything seems to be fine. Everything seems to be fine, hunky-dory. All of a sudden a challenge would come up. I have seen failures. I have seen setbacks in my own journey. When I started in 2016, I have had a powerful series of setbacks. Not that I'm not having setbacks today. Banking on a client to sign up this week, he says, sir, I'm not ready. Banking on a client for business coaching, he says, why don't you become my CEO? Not possible, sir. So setbacks are part of life. But what keeps me going is my visualization of those long-term goals and objectives, which I have decided will not change no matter what the circumstances throw at me. Yes, we are all human beings. We will get into that despondency. We will be distracted. We will be upset. But there has to be somebody or some way that you will have to pull us up and say, what is my long-term goals? What are my long-term objectives? Because these cannot change. The goal cannot change. No matter what the circumstances are, the goal cannot change. And this is where you have developed the mindset for success. One thing that I've learned, ladies and gentlemen, is becoming successful is not so important. What is important is the person you have to become who is a successful person. We as individuals need to be very, very different. We need to transform into totally different human beings. We need to have a different set of characters, determination, strength, will, and that ability to stand up and face all calamities of life, because calamities will come. That is where your mindset for success will come. We have to become a person. Like Jim Rohn once said, do not wish life was easy, wish you were better. Do not work on your job as much as you need to work on yourself. Working on yourself is that ultimate thing. One of my greatest teachers, obviously I've never met him but learned, once said, if you have to achieve something that you have never achieved in the past, you will have to become a very different person that you never were. There's a great formula to this. And the great formula is be into do is equal to have. Be multiplied by do is equal to have, which we will talk about it next week in our third session of business excellence, but the second session on mindset for success. As entrepreneurs, you know what needs to be done. As entrepreneurs, you know what you want to have. What is probably missing is the mindset. The great Almighty, and I'm not getting into any religious sermon out here, the great Almighty has sent all of us with equal amount of competencies. Then why is it that 97% of the world's population live a life of mediocrity and only 3% of the world's population live a life of abundance? Ladies and gentlemen, the choice is ours. Whether we want to live a life of mediocrity or whether we want to live a life of abundance. Do you want to be part of that 97% or do you want to be part of that 3%? I'm not sure how many of you have read it, but there was an article which came up that the world's entire money is in 1% of the world's population. But if you take that 1% of the money from the 1% of the world's population and hand over to the 99%, in 1 year, the money will come back to the 1%. Not all of us are equipped to handle success. And for that, we need to develop the mindset for success. Next week, same time, same day, we'll talk about B times do is equal to have and what is the point of power, getting out of bed. We'll talk about it, ladies and gentlemen. In the meanwhile, keep throwing questions at us and we will keep on responding to you because we want to see you as the most successful entrepreneur in 22-23. God bless. Have a great end to this financial year and I will see you next Monday, same time, same place. Thank you so much for your time and have a fantastic week ahead.